We are back. Black Freckles Sports Show. Of course, cameras in the building.
Yay.
It's a somber day for me, man. You know what I found out last night, man?
What's up?
After talking about how much I love the Heat, I actually found out that I hate the Heat, bro. I actually hate the Heat. You know how, like, when the playoffs start, and, like, because in basketball, I don't really have a team. So when the playoffs start, let's say your team don't make the playoffs, so you just pick a team and say, I'm going to run with these boys. It might be the team that beat your team in the first round or the team that won your team division or whatever the fuck, you know? So the Heat were the team I cling to, like, literally as soon as the playoffs start. I was just like, I like how they play. I like their grit. I love everything about them. But then when I'm watching them play last night, I say the reason that I love the Heat and fell in love with the Heat is because they're not the guys that are on the court right now. The guys on the court right now, when I was watching that game, was an 8th seed playing a 1 seed. That's what I seen the entire NBA Finals from the Heat. You know what I'm saying?
That's about right. They was just scrapping in every game because they were not a complete team. They just happened to be playing harder than everybody else they played.
I agree with that. But, like, yeah. But it's like, I love you guys because you got, like, all these undrafted players and shit. But, like, Strus played 2 games in the NBA Finals where he scored 0 points, right? So if you tell me, hey, we're going to put an undrafted guy in the NBA Finals and he actually going to get minutes, how many games do you think he'll have 0 points? I feel like most people would say 2 or 3 games. I feel like most people say he's going to have 0 a couple games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so then when you march out there and you have 0, it's like you're an undrafted guy playing in the NBA is how it feels.
Right.
And it's like, if that's what I'm going to get from you, I'm not getting anything, you know? And then my guy, Jimmy Buckets, I don't believe in saying a player's hurt after they lose, but he has to be hurt, bro. He has to be hurt. Like, did you see the sequence last night where he hit 2 threes and then he got a bogus foul? And then so he scored 9 points, right? In like a minute, right? And I want to say they were in the 4th quarter by that time, right? And then they're like, Jimmy Butler had 17 points. I'm like, he just got 9 points in like 30 seconds. And now he has 17 points. Like, what are we doing, man? If Jimmy Butler's not hurt, then Jimmy Butler not like that, like we giving him credit for.
I think he tweaked his ankle in the Atlanta series? Not the Atlanta series, New York.
But he played like 8 bad games in a row, bro.
But yeah. But so that would be right. So if he played 8 bad games in a row, it must have been since like the New York series.
I felt like it was the Boston series.
So maybe it was the Boston series.
I think it was. But like 8 bad games in a row, bro. The 3 games they lost to Boston, he didn't do nothing great. The game 7 that they won in Boston, he didn't do nothing great. Hell, that's really like 9 games. And then they played 5 games in this series. He didn't have no great games in this series, bro. Like I was tweeting out like, the Heat strategy going into the last few games is Bam Adebayo versus Murray and Jokic.
It did seem like that. It seemed like they was asking Bam to do way more than they should have.
They was coming out of timeouts, running plays for Gabe Vincent and shit. Like, come on, bro. You I was furious watching the Heat, bro. I was like, what are y'all doing? Like, when they was down by 3, bro, they ran a handoff to try to get a 3 out. They ran a handoff play to Duncan Robinson, bro.
I seen that a lot throughout this playoffs with the Heat, though. Like, I think Duncan Robinson should be, like, last man up. Like, the person who they got to go to get open shots when the shot clock is, like, 5 seconds left. That's not the person you start the shot clock off with. You don't have the ball in his hand, dribbling, running plays. Get that shit to him at the last second.
Yes, you don't say, hey, we down by 3. We need a 3. Let's just hand it to Duncan Robinson at the top of the key.
Hell no.
I mean, you might as well just say, hey, Jimmy Butler, just shoot a contested 3. And the 3 that Jimmy Butler shot at the end of the game was fucking disgusting. Like a contested 3 when you don't even really need a 3. And it didn't have no chance of going. If you drive to the basket, they're going to let you score. You're down by 3.
He was playing Bron basketball?
He was low IQ ass basketball at its finest. Low IQ ass basketball at its finest, man. I hate you brought up bro because I need to talk about bro, but I ain't gonna talk about bro right now.
Hey, even when we try not to, bro, it's hard.
I'm telling you, we're worse than ESPN and Fox Sports 1, bro. We be over here talking about football, and we be like, anyway, man, LeBron is the GOAT because, like, we can't help it, man. He too special, man. But I'm going to stick to the finals. I'm going to stick to how disgusted I was with the Heat and how it's hard for me to even be happy for the Joker and them. And I like those guys. Like, I like Michael Porter. I like KCP. I like Joker and Murray. It's just hard for me to be happy for them because I was rooting against them. And they were like it got to the point, even though people didn't really give them that credit and believe in them, it got to the point where it was like a David versus Goliath situation. But a 1 seed versus an 8 seed is a David versus Goliath situation.
Absolutely.
So I didn't love it, man. I didn't even watch them celebrate. I didn't even watch Joker get Finals MVP. I mean, I knew he was gonna win, but I didn't watch
that shit either.
Me neither, man. It's like, and again, it sucks because I'm happy for them, but I'm really not.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like,
the only reason I'm not happy for them at all. Let me not lie. I'm not happy for them, but I don't have no problem with them, so I'm not real sure why I'm so mad. But I'm not happy for them. I did not want them to win, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want them to win. I'm a little salty because this is their first championship.
Yeah.
This is the Denver Nuggets' first championship. And I'm still waiting for Phoenix's first championship. I can't be happy for another team winning theirs first, and my team ain't won shit.
So. Shit, I'm over here thinking about the Orlando Magic, man. I want the Magic to get one, you know?
It's fuck Denver right now.
It is, and I don't even want to be that guy, bruh. But I'm not happy for them, bruh. I'm not. Like, I don't feel good admitting that Joker is the best player in the NBA. Like, it doesn't make me feel good at all. He is the best player in the NBA.
And let you tell it, it's going to be about 2 or 3 more seasons
it is. It is, bruh. They're going to start a dynasty, bruh. I'm sorry, bruh. I hate to admit it, bruh. But it's time to pull a KD, bruh. KD and Bron gonna have to go to the Heat, bro. Just pick the team that the Nuggets lost to. Add KD and Bron. Kyrie a free agent, bro. It's time to stack up, bro. It's time to super team these nigga, man.
Okay, so that's a good place to start. Where do you think Miami goes from here,
bro?
Because they can't ride this undrafted shit out too much longer.
I said it last night. The Miami Heat, the players on the Miami Heat, will never go back to the finals.
The players that's on this team now,
yeah, as the Heat, they will never go back to the finals.
Jimmy included.
Jimmy, nobody on that team will ever go to the finals again in the Miami Heat jersey.
Damn,
never. You know something else I was thinking about last night? In the last, let's say, 15 years, has any team lost more NBA finals than the Heat?
I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about Spo's record.
Because I know LeBron and them lost 2, right?
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler lost 2. I'm saying in Miami. Yeah. They was there for 4 years and he won 2 chips. And they make it every year. So they lost 2 times in the finals. And then Jimmy Butler lost 2 times in the finals. So that's 4, and let's stretch it out to 15, 20 years. I can't think of no team that lost 4 finals in the last 20 years. Hell, I can't think of too many teams that made it to 4 finals in the last 20 years.
I was going to say, did Boston make it to 3? They lost one last year, and then they went with the Lakers twice.
Yeah, but they won one of those.
They won one, so they went 2 and 3 in the last 20 years.
Yeah, so I'm saying, no, they went, 2 out of 3 in the last 20 years. That's good.
Yeah,
the Heat sound like they done went 2 and 4 in the finals.
That's 2 and 4,
yeah. There's no way another team lost more finals than the Heat in the last 20 years.
Nah,
that's tough. Because we give them all this credit because they really didn't belong there. But then when you start to look, you be like, yo, y'all done lost a lot of finals, man. I'm proud of y'all for getting there, but y'all done left some shit on the table, man. Even though
you gotta say it like it was Bron.
I knew you was
Bron leaving it at the table.
I knew you was gonna say it, bro.
And he was part of those 2 that was left, so it's like he's connected in some way.
That's how we end up talking about LeBron so much. Because we were saying last time how he got so many teammates that's in the finals. He got KCP, Jeff Green, Kevin Love, and and it's probably somebody else we just ain't even thinking of. You know what I'm saying? Did he ever have DeAndre Jordan on his team?
I was just thinking that. I don't think so.
I didn't see DeAndre Jordan play at all in the playoffs.
They ain't play him 1 minute in the playoffs.
Is this his first ring?
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think about players that have because DeAndre Jordan is probably going to go to the Hall of Fame, don't you think?
He should.
All right, well, let's say he does. What do you think about a player like DeAndre Jordan who has a Hall of Fame career and then they threw a ring in that he really didn't earn to go along with his Hall of Fame career? What do you think about that?
It's hard to say what people don't just earn when it comes to rings, because you never know what type of conversations he had to have with Mike Malone. Like, hey, you gonna have to let the other big man, you gonna have to sacrifice your minutes for MPJ to do his thing, which was dog shit. That nigga MPJ was hot ass in these last finals games. But that's the type of shit DeAndre Jordan probably will have to do. Like, sacrifice some minutes to be a team player, probably mentor some of the younger guys. Like, there's probably stuff that DeAndre Jordan did have to do. But he wasn't the focal point of this ring. Far from it.
I couldn't agree more, though. I will never sit here and try to tell you that somebody don't deserve a ring that got a roster spot. You feel what I'm saying? Right. That goes for Udonis Haslem. That goes for, you know what I'm saying? I don't never think nothing like that. I always give a player his credit, especially when you done had a good career. I'm always going to let you have that ring. Because you know me, I was ready to say LeBron is the hands down undisputed GOAT if AD won him a ring. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to give you your props for winning a ring, period. But DeAndre Jordan got to be done in the league, right?
Yeah,
he got to be done. He got to be done. Where does the NBA go from here, 38? Man? Hey, Kyle Lowry was taking some crazy shots last night, but he was actually hooping. Oh, yeah. Let me break down some problems I had with the Heat, bro. I took some notes, bro. All right. In the first half, the Nuggets were 1 of 15 from 3. Eight minutes to go left in the game. The Nuggets were 9 of 19 from the free throw line. And was up 3 at that point. Also in the fourth quarter, the Heat went 5.5 minutes without scoring 1 point.
That's what lost them the game.
That's what lost them the game.
Because I remember watching it saying that, all right, my 5-2, or excuse me, my 4-2 prediction gonna be true. Like, you know, they gonna get this second win.
I never thought that he was gonna win that game last night.
I thought they had that.
Even when they was talking about it at halftime, Stephen A. and them, they was like, they was up by 7. They was like, they needed to be up by 10. I was like, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more.
They needed to be up more because of how Michael Porter Jr. was playing. The fact that Michael Porter Jr. was like missing every single shot and Miami was getting the rebound and not able to capitalize off of so many missed shots I was like, man, Michael Porter Jr. is missing all these shots and the Nuggets are only down by 2.
Yep. He had a spurt in the second half where he pretty much put the game out of reach or in a good little segment to let them take over. When he made that ridiculous layup when he went between the legs and then he hit the 3, it was like that little segment right there that he like really did not need that to happen, bro. They did not need that to happen, man. But I'll ask this, especially before I give you my answer.
Okay.
Does what happened to the Heat in the finals change your perception of Jimmy Butler at all?
No.
What did you think about him before then? And what do you think about him now?
I think Jimmy Butler was a good player. I think he's hard-nosed. He plays both sides of the ball well, and he's a great team player. But none of that means he is a great by any means. None of this is saying that he is one of the top 5 players in the NBA right now. I don't see Jimmy Butler as the person that takes this Miami team over the hump. I know he gets a lot of credit for when he came through with the B squad and beat the starting Timberwolves ass, but this not that.
Yeah. But that's who he is.
That's who he leads
a bunch of misfits farther than they're supposed to go. But that's it.
That's it.
Man, see, I view Jimmy Butler differently, man. Because because of how good he is in the playoffs and how good he's been in the playoffs more than once, I was ready to call him great, at least a great playoff performer. You know what I'm saying? If he wins this finals, to me, he's an all-time great playoff performer.
Yeah.
But he ain't that now. So that's why I changed my perception, because to me, I was more than ready to call him an even if he balled out and they lost, I would call him an all-time great playoff performer. And again, I'm saying in my heart, he had to be hurt. You feel what I'm saying? But by the same token, I do live by the slogan of, if you suit it up and you go out there, I have to hold you at a standard of I just have to. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler Hero, I'm not saying Tyler Hero lost it for the finals. I'm saying Tyler Hero was too hurt to play. You know what I'm saying? So I have to hold you to the standard that I was holding you at before, which is an all-time great playoff performer, and I don't feel comfortable giving him that title at this point. So I did change my perception on Jimmy Butler, and I don't love it.
But he's still a good player. I never thought he was the guy.
Me either, but I thought he continues to prove everybody wrong. And if he could just prove them wrong one more time, everyone would be forced to give him this credit that he really don't deserve, but I deserve it because I did it. You know what I'm saying? And he did it, and this team did it so many times when they shouldn't have, when their back was up against the wall, that it made you say, man, I really want y'all to do it one more time so I can say you guys did something impossible, and I saw you do it. You know what I'm saying? All the Nuggets did was beat the 8th seed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that they don't deserve credit for that, but we've seen a team do that before. We've seen a team beat a team that they're better than. We see it every year. That's how sports works. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see something remarkable that's impossible. And that's what Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat were on the brink of doing. You know? And if they could have done that, it would have been so special. And then now that the fact that they didn't, it makes you go back to, I would have really liked to see Tatum and them give it a crack. You know what I'm saying? That's literally how it made me feel. And I didn't want Boston to win at all. But it was literally like, I could see Tatum and them giving them a better challenge here. I would have liked to see if Tatum and Brown could have gave them a crack. Like to the point where they ripped off 4 games straight. So they're playing their best ball. The Nuggets been waiting. It's all right. They won 4 straight. They did something impossible. They just did something we never seen before. And now they in the finals. Let's see if they can pull off the impossible. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like after seeing it, even though I probably felt like this before the series, that Boston had a better chance of doing the impossible, of coming back from 3-0 and then finding a way to go to the finals and win the finals than the Heat did. Like me nor you, and I was pulling for the Heat. We never thought the Heat were going to win the series. We actually picked them to get swept before the series started. And we picked them to get swept after 1 game. And then after 2 games, we picked them to lose in 5 for the most part.
Yeah.
We never believed in them, and I wanted to so bad. That's why I view them all so differently. Like even these undrafted guys, I view y'all differently. Y'all are undrafted guys to me again. Y'all are undrafted guys that got to play in the NBA Finals.
Now, that's where I will say I do have a different outlook on the undrafted guys, because
Strus had 0. Vincent, but Strus had 0 in 2 games, bro.
No, fuck Strus. Strus, no, he hasn't changed his case for me. Like he's still an undrafted guy for sure. An undrafted guy who is capable of going 0 for 20.
Exactly. Caleb Martin shot 0 for 4 last night from 3.
Yeah. He has changed the tune, as in I know he ain't worth a damn when I need him to be. The only person who really changed my mind is Gabe Vincent. And I
mean, dog, in game
the twin.
What's the game they just played? Game 5?
Yeah.
Game 4, Gabe Vincent had 2 points. He had 2 and Strus had 0, bro. What I'm supposed to think about y'all, bro?
I'm not going to pretend on them every game.
Y'all can't start and give me 2 points together, bro. And honestly, we're giving y'all credit as a unit. To be real, we giving y'all, when Strus do something, we giving Martin credit. When Martin do something, we giving Vincent credit. We're basically saying the undrafted guys, bro. But like y'all gave me 2 together in the game in game 4. Y'all gave me 2, bro. Yeah. Kevin Love gave me 12 points in that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kevin
you're
Love,
basically telling me an old veteran is going to be better than a young undrafted guy. An old veteran that didn't nobody want is going to give me more than 2 undrafted guys. What am I supposed to do with that? You're basically telling me that DeAndre Jordan would have gave me more than y'all gave me. It's like, all right, let's take a guy that used to be really good. He just happens to be pushing 40. Will we want him, or do we want this undrafted guy that's hungry, that's young, that can run all day? Which one do we want? And then when I get the results, I say, man, I'd do better off with him. I'd do better off with Blake Griffin in the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, y'all can't do shit like give me 2 points combined, and then that's going to put you down 3-1, and only one team ever came back from 3-1 in the final. So that was really your game 7, and y'all gave me 2 points combined. And then you show up last night with your backs against the wall like a motherfucker. And let's see, again, looking back, Strus gives me 12, Vincent give me 6. I can live with the 12, honestly. I can't live with the 6 when you're in the starting lineup. I can't. I can't live with the 6 when you gave me 2 or 0 last game. You had less than 10 points in 2 playoff games that we needed to win. It's hard for me to say y'all are starting NBA players. I can definitely say y'all good enough to be in the NBA. Y'all are definitely NBA players. But are y'all NBA players that should be in the game? I'm not sure about that no more, bro. 0, bro. Me and you have been on Michael Porter Jr. ass about how bad he didn't play in a lot of games. I was just going to bring him up. I bet he didn't have 0 in none of them, though, bro.
I was about to bring him up.
I bet he didn't have 0 in none of them, though, bro. 0, bro. In 2 games in the NBA Finals when you started. You can't tell me your regular drafted guy, you put him in the starting lineup, bro, he's not going to have 0 in the NBA Finals in 2 games, bro.
Michael Porter Jr. not undrafted, so that's
might be saying.
The only reason why he hooping.
But that's my point. Y'all are telling me that these are the guys are the same. We just missed them. The GMs just missed them. But you can't tell me a guy like Michael Porter, we didn't see go up and down and up and down. You can't. I know without looking, he didn't have 0 in no games, bro. Like last night, he had 16. You know what I'm saying? And we was both saying, man, he had some shitty moments last night. You know what I'm saying? And the other game that I was just talking about, he had 11. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad night for a starter on the most of the time. 10 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 10 points, what you got to give me on your worst nights.
But less than that.
Yes, and you starting. And then let's not even talk about 0 or 2, bruh. It's like when a nigga on the couch can say, shit, I could have done that. I really could have. I could for sure score 0 in an NBA Finals game pretty easily. I could definitely do it. So
this just goes back to what you were saying. Like they weren't the team that was supposed to be there.
But still, if you're not the team that's supposed to be there, like, all right, we seen LeBron drag teams to the finals that wasn't supposed to be there, right?
Yeah.
And then he'll get swept, and we'll be like, he led he led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, block. He led in every category. This motherfucker gets swept in the finals, and people be arguing why he should get Finals MVP, right? I should be arguing why you should be a starting player in the NBA.
But
win, lose, or draw. But I'm saying, y'all, we think they are, and everybody was giving them credit like they are. That's what I'm saying. Like, I look at them differently. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to win for me to know how you get down. Okay. LeBron got swept and showed us how, and I get he's LeBron, but that's irrelevant. You got swept and showed us how you get down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we've seen it. KD done got beat and showed us how he get down, but sometimes he just showed us how he get down and make us say, hey, I don't care if they better than you, KD. You got to be KD. So it's like, y'all guys got to be better than 0 and 2, bro.
I never thought these guys were better than that, though.
Then you were smarter than everybody else.
I will say I was surprised that they were able to play as good as they have, as long as they did. But I never thought that this was who you needed on your roster to beat a team like the Denver Nuggets.
But again, it don't matter if it's the Denver Nuggets. You can't have 0. You feel what I'm saying? The Denver Nuggets ain't why you had 0.
No, I think they were gassed. I think they had done the impossible 3 times already in this playoffs.
So you telling me 20 to 23-year-old undrafted players are gassed in the NBA Finals?
Yeah, I'd say it's a possibility. It's definitely probable, especially if you already missing players.
I got too much respect for them boys to say that they was gas because I refuse to believe that guys had fought and clawed to get on the NBA roster, period, that happened to be starting in the NBA Finals would even allow themselves to become gas. Y'all niggas got to be in the best shape of everybody in the league, bro. I'm sorry, the guy that's not in the league, he better be in better shape than the guys that are in the league. He better be.
What?
I'm better than you. I don't need to be in better shape than you. You think Kevin Durant need to be in better shape than Gabe Vincent? Hell no, you don't. Gabe Vincent and Strus, these guys should be in the best shape of anybody in the league because you're not good. If Jimmy Butler don't never dribble again a basketball for the rest of his life, he's set for life. If these dudes don't never dribble a basketball in the NBA again for the rest of their life, they are not set for life. Y'all are the ones that should be in the best shape because y'all need this more than Jimmy Butler. Y'all need this more than, hell, KCP. Y'all need it more than KCP. There's no way you should be in better shape than KCP or any of these guys. Hell, Kyle Lowry didn't look gassed. There's no way you should be in better shape than Kyle Lowry should be in better shape than you. He's 37 years old and rich. Y'all niggas ain't rich. How can you not be in perfect shape when you're not rich? The brokest niggas should be in the best shape.
When I say gassed, I don't mean like out of shape. I don't mean like they was tired. I mean mentally. I just
we're
mean
out
like
of our league here.
What's up?
Like you're saying, like we're out of our league here.
Yes.
Okay.
We've already done the impossible 2 or 3 times to this point. There's no way you can expect more out of us right now.
Okay. If you mean that, you're completely. I can give you that. But again, what we've given them credit for is that they're not that. That no situation is too big, that they belonged here the whole time, that they go out and get it from the mud. Like going out and get it from the mud, that's not, nerves don't change that. Nerves don't change diving on the floor and shit. And don't get it twisted. Vincent and them was hustling and they was playing hard. They was. I'm not going to say they wasn't playing hard, but they was missing wide open shots and shit.
Yeah, they were. And that's what I think. I think they crowned them too early. I think the media crowned them too early as being these guys worthy of a championship, worthy of being on that stage, when I simply just never thought that was the case.
Yeah, you was right. I was wrong. Not that I ever thought they was great, but I didn't think they would give you 0 and 2. I didn't think that. You know, I just didn't think that. You know, it's like when Jason Tatum has 0 points through 3 quarters. It's unbelievable.
Now that's something that I'd never expected. I don't expect that to happen.
But the nigga will finish that same game with almost 20 points. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that ain't good enough, and you played a shitty game nonetheless. But you have to redeem yourself from that kind of shit tonight. You can't try to redeem yourself next game. Like, you got 0 through 3 quarters. You got to get busy, bro, in the fourth quarter. You got to get busy. And that's even if you're Gabe Vincent and Strus and them, bro. Like, you can't finish the game with 0 or 2, man. Especially not when you're not the focal point, bro. You're going to get looks and shit. And then when it got to the point where Spo was actually running plays for these niggas, I was like, that really make me feel like Jimmy Butler hurt. And like, Spo know it. Because if it's me, I'm saying, hey, Jimmy, I get you got 9 points, but just start shooting the ball. If we lose because you shot and you missed, I'm cool with that. You know I always live with that. I always say I'm cool with that. I want Jimmy Butler shooting a 3 when we down by 3 instead of Duncan Robinson. The only reason I would want Duncan Robinson is because everybody collapsed on Jimmy Butler and he kicked it out to Duncan Robinson. Not we finna set a screen or create a play for Duncan Robinson. Fuck that. And then, even in Jimmy Butler's case, I don't want you shooting the kind of contested 3 that you shot last night. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When he hit the 2 in a row, they were decent looks. And then the refs tried to extend the series when they gave him that bullshit ass call on that 3 where they reviewed it and he kicked his leg out. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That was the refs trying to extend the series. That was not a foul. If anything, like they were saying on the announcement, they were saying, if anything, that's a flagrant against Jimmy Butler. I was like, agreed. So the refs looked out for the heat and y'all still lost, man.
What are you gonna do, man? They never belong there.
They never belonged there, man. But again, they didn't belong beating the Bucks. They didn't belong beating the Celtics. They didn't belong being 3-0 up 3-0 on the Celtics. And then they damn sure didn't belong after they lost 3 straight.
That's you know what I'm saying? Sealed the deal for me.
Me too. Me and you both said it. We was like, we have not forgiven y'all for losing 3 games straight against the Celtics. No. I haven't forgiven you for that. No. I haven't forgiven you for that. And it's because at the end of the day, I would like to see the team that won the NBA Finals that lost 3 games in a row at any point in time in the playoffs. I guarantee that's never happened. I guarantee, without searching up anything, that there's never been a team that won the NBA Finals that lost 3 games in a row at any point in time in the playoffs. I'd bet anything on it. That's never happened. So
the Nuggets lost all of 3 games.
Dog. Damn, they really did, bro. All right, well, let me ask you another question. I'm proud of us for talking about the finals for this long, by the way. Why do you think that it was so hard for people to give the Nuggets their props? I seen a TikTok yesterday, and it said nobody ever believed in us. And it showed like Mike Wilbon, Stephen A. Smith. It showed team after team, person after person after person, and nobody said that the Nuggets was going to win the championship. Why do you think it was so hard?
Yeah. I don't think this is I don't think it should be blown out of proportion the way it is. Like, I know Nuggets fans are going to feel a way because that's just the nature of it. Oh, they didn't believe in me. They didn't believe in us. Look at us now. Cool. What have the Nuggets shown us in the last 4 to 5 seasons? I'll say as long as they've had this base roster, right? So this base roster of MPJ, Jamal Murray, and Jokic. Because the rest of those people have been added, either through the draft, Christian Brown, and Bruce Brown through trade. So since they've had their main pieces, what have the Nuggets done?
You're right. Because we could argue that Joker's been the best player in the NBA since he started winning MVPs.
MVPs.
So we could say, y'all had the best player in the NBA and you don't win.
For at least 3 years.
What makes me say that y'all are going to win now? You're right. They deserved to have to prove it.
Right.
And honestly, that's how I feel about the Boston Celtics. It's why, remember when the playoffs first started and I picked all the teams and we was talking about when it got to a certain amount, it was like 8 teams left. And I picked the Celtics as in the team I had the least amount of confidence in as far as who was going to win the finals. Yeah. The Celtics deserve for me to rank them like that. If you want to shut us up, do like Steph and Clay did when they won that championship. Steph and Clay said, all right, so what they going to say now?
Yeah, go and prove it.
You always had an excuse for why we won, so what you going to say now? And I was mad at Clay for saying that because he was talking directly to me without even knowing it. Because I was like, I don't have nothing to say now. So I pretty much feel that way about the Nuggets. Like I even said, I'm even saying y'all going to be a dynasty. But y'all was going to have to show me, bro. Y'all was going to have to show me. That's as simple as that. Like, Joker, you good. Murray, you good. I even think Michael Porter Jr. is good. People act like he trash. That nigga good to me. So I say all that to say, y'all is going to have to show me. And honestly, y'all showed me, but I'm really not that impressed.
Right.
That's why I feel guilty. Because I'm not that impressed. And that
speaks to why people never saw it happening.
Yeah. Because that was the 1 seed. Joker won back-to-back MVPs, and he could have and should have won MVP this year. So it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? People was picking the Lakers to win the finals or come out of the West. Yeah. That's a very disrespectful thing if you a Nugget. Very disrespectful. Like, it's almost like we got to sweep these niggas for playing with our name like they did.
I saw this a post yesterday about it. Of course, it was on some Denver media on some, I love seeing how people are changing their tune on the Lakers and the Suns because now it's like, oh, well, it was a 1 seed playing a 4 and a 7 seed instead of it being a 1 seed that played the teams that people thought were going to beat us. And this is like, that's all fine, well, and good that people expected players like LeBron and Kevin Durant to beat the number 1 seed because it's happened before.
Right.
But it was harder for people to believe that a 1 seed would be able to go this far with the players that they've already had on their team and have had little to no success with, all of a sudden kicking into gear and prove to everyone that they were the best team.
But if you look at it from a realistic standpoint, this was really their first crack at it since the bubble. But, okay, yeah, because Jamal Murray was hurt. Jamal Murray been hurt.
Oh, because of Jamal Murray.
Okay, but check me out, though. That doesn't change nothing that you just said. Okay, this is y'all's first crack at it. But nonetheless, y'all need to prove y'all can do this.
Right.
You know, if they run through everybody next year and they the 1 seed all over again and they hop in the playoffs and they start beating the shit out of people, I'm not going to be surprised.
Right.
But if y'all not the 1 seed and y'all get beat in the playoffs next year, I'm also not going to be surprised. So at this point, it's like, you did prove it. You proved it fair and square. I give you all the credit in the world. I even think that you're going to be a dynasty at this point. But I'm not that impressed.
Me neither, bro.
I'm really not, bro. It's like, I even talk about this. I even talked about it when I talked about them becoming a dynasty, is that you do need a free ring. When you're trying to start a dynasty, you need a free ring, bro. And to me, this was their free ring year. They got a free ring, bro. Because I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy and be so ridiculous, but if you tell me that the Nuggets, the Bucks are healthy and they make it to the finals, I'm going to tell you that the Bucks beat this team.
I think so. I don't think that's crazy to say either, because the Bucks, I think when they won, they got their free ring.
They did. They definitely got a free ring.
And do I think they had all the pieces to do some work this year? Against a team like the Nuggets, yes.
Me too. Yep. Because the Nuggets did stuff like shoot 1 of 15 from 3 in a closeout game at home.
Yeah.
For the first half. I'm sorry. You do stuff that gets teams beat. Like even when I was saying against the Lakers in games 1 and 2, Joker had 0 points in the fourth quarter. And it's not like that was blowing them out. That kind of stuff gets you beat.
I'm thinking about that Lakers series right now, and I've been hearing a lot of the talk around it. Most people have been considering that Lakers series to be the closest sweep of all time. And I hate that is what people are hanging their hat on. Like, yeah, Lakers got swept, but they was in it every game. Like, they got swept. Like, I don't understand how people can give a team credit for getting swept.
For sure.
You have a player that people have been considering one of the best power forwards of a decade. You have LeBron James, somebody who is considered one of the best players, if not the best player of a decade.
Yep. And then you have the hidden gems like the Heat had. You got superstars and hidden gems. Yes. The Heat just got the hidden gems. But this is why that's ridiculous, though, right? It's because the Miami Heat proved what would have happened to the Lakers if the Lakers were able to play a little better, and it's that they would have been able to get a game. Because the Heat played 5 close games. The Heat was in every game.
Yeah.
When the Heat was getting blown out of the game, came back, cut it to 6. The Heat was in every game. But because the Heat don't have LeBron James and AD, nobody's leaving saying, man, if the Heat could have got a couple more, they would have won. No. The Heat felt like they got swept. Yeah. And for some reason, because it's LeBron, the Lakers felt like they didn't get swept.
And that don't sit right with me.
That don't sit right with me either. And it's also why I don't take things that people say about LeBron seriously that are diehard fans of him. Mm-hmm. Because to me, to say something like that, even if you believe it, is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I would never say something like that regarding Kobe. Like, I don't even talk about like how Kobe lost to the big 3 Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one of the things that LeBron fans just jump to, like who he lost to. That shit's so irrelevant to me. And it's because a lot of times you beat nobody.
Who, LeBron?
Everybody.
Oh.
Whoever you choose, you know? Because to me, I would say when LeBron and them played Russ and KD in his first finals, that was a free ring. I definitely do. Yeah. Just because at that point in their time, LeBron and them are literally in their primes.
Okay.
And they're meeting KD and them when they're not ready for this. LeBron and them had been there. You know what I mean? LeBron had been there. Hell, he had been there and lost in the finals at that point by the time they beat KD and them. It's like, we're on a revenge mission. I get y'all are young and up and coming and good, but y'all not finna beat us. You know, it's kind of like when Boston ran into Steph and them last year. Like, Boston looks great on paper. KD and them look great on paper. But when you talk about we've been here, we need this one, y'all not finna beat us. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that I love about sports and love about being an old nigga, because sometimes the old people just say, y'all not finna beat us. And I know LeBron and them wasn't old at that time, but they was old compared to them as far as how seasoned they had been in the game. Like, D-Wade had won one. They had all lost one together. Like, y'all not finna beat us.
Yeah.
You know, I even felt that way, like I said, when Kobe played against the Magic in the finals. Like, I get it. Y'all are hitting all these threes. Dwight Howard's in his prime, and y'all just running over people. Y'all beat LeBron to get here. Y'all not about to beat us. I mean, the Lakers, that same Lakers team was just in the finals the year before and lost. Just like that same Heat team was just in the finals the year before and lost. Y'all not finna beat us. It would have took the same team to have to show back up here to beat us.
Right.
Now, some new young niggas is not finna beat us.
Right.
And that's
y'all
what I love
with
about
Tyler
sports.
Hero, y'all not gonna win without him.
Exactly. Same shit. Like, yeah. Y'all ain't finna beat us. So that happens in sports, and I do like it. It's even like how we talk about all the time the Eagles running into the Chiefs last year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's in the Super Bowl.
Shit.
Like, the Chiefs, the Eagles, y'all are the better team. We all know y'all are the better team. Patrick Mahomes knows y'all are the better team. But it really has that Tom Brady effect of, I've been here too many times for y'all new niggas to come in here and beat us. I don't care if y'all better than us. Y'all not finna beat us. You know, that's what I like about sports a lot of the times, because even when you say how they was bitching about, a one seed beat a 7 seed, at the end of the day, that's how sports works. Like, when the Heat showed up, the Nuggets literally played, y'all not finna beat us ball.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Like, it's not even possible for y'all to beat us. And that's how it felt watching the Heat play.
Yeah. It was just never in my mind, it was never a team that could beat the Nuggets. And, and if there was going to be a team this season that could beat the Nuggets, they would have had to have been healthy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. They would have had to have been healthy.
It just wasn't Miami for sure. Like,
no, it wasn't Miami. I would like to see the Suns healthy and like together and playing for a year, man. I would really like to see that.
The closest thing would have been that Milwaukee series, but then they saying they wasn't healthy then either.
Right. And I hate to say this every year about the same stupid team, but I would love to see the Clippers playing healthy. Especially with Russ. I would have liked to see them play healthy with
that.
Russ.
Almost don't exist no more.
Oh, it doesn't. If I'm the Clippers, I'm trying to get off of Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Kawhi plays every 4 games and still is not healthy for the playoffs.
Kawhi has the weirdest career of all time. Like, we talked about Kawhi before and we looked it up. He's never gotten a first place MVP vote and has 2 finals MVPs. Is there anybody else that's done that? I can't think. There can't be that many people that got 2 finals MVPs. Hell, Kobe Bryant only has 2 finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be that many people that have 2 finals MVPs. There can't be another guy that's got 2 finals MVPs that has never gotten a first place MVP vote for the regular season. There can't be, bro. Think about it.
Bron got 2 finals MVPs?
Yes, he does. But also, he's got 1 million first place votes for MVP.
He does.
You know,
I was asking because I wanted to know if D-Wade got one of those finals MVPs.
No, hell no.
Okay.
But yeah, D-Wade probably never got a first place MVP vote.
But he only got 1 finals MVP.
But that's what I'm saying. Who got 2, bruh? There's no way any player ever, bruh, has 2 NBA Finals MVPs and no chance, no first place MVP votes in the regular season. I would be willing to bet money without looking it up. There's no way, bruh. That's just an anomaly. Shit like that doesn't happen. Because when you talk about players that have finals MVPs, most of them have a regular season MVP. Giannis, Joker, LeBron, Kobe, Jordan, Tim Duncan. You know what I'm saying? saying? It's like,
do the Dream got MVP?
Ooh, there's no way he never got an MVP vote though. There's no way.
Oh, you say it's just a vote period?
Oh yeah, a vote period for first place MVP. Yeah, because Kawhi's never even gotten a vote. Never even gotten a vote.
That's crazy because that's actually bullshit. Because I would have gave him that vote in 2019, or excuse me, was it 2019 or 2018 when they
Bruh, Hakeem Olajuwon won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same year.
Oh damn!
Now, what was your question though? That nigga won the MVP.
But that nigga was cold, man.
He was, bro. Shit. We need to reevaluate how much credit we give him. Like, shit. yeah.
Damn. What was I saying? I was saying. I think Kawhi, who got MVP that year? That Kawhi, year he won the ring
with the Toronto Raptors.
Yes.
What year did the Raptors win the ring?
I'm trying to figure out if that was 18 or 19.
Let me look it up here. 2019.
2019?
Yep.
Who won 2019?
Man, let's look at it real quick. Giannis.
Damn. Okay.
Giannis. And you know Kawhi did not get no MVP vote that year. He's never gotten the first place MVP vote, bro.
I would, based off of that season, I would have given it to Kawhi over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Remember, that's when Giannis first started just shitting on everybody where nobody could stop him. Like, that's when Giannis really came onto the scene. I want to say Giannis won back-to-back MVPs.
I think so.
Giannis is lucky to have a ring because that one ring really solidifies who he is and how he won it.
And see, that's not
because he had a run.
That's not fair for certain rings to solidify others, and others is like, well, they would still be this without their ring, because that's what they're trying to do for Jokic. They were trying before the ring, trying to say, oh, he's got two, should have three MVPs.
Yeah. I don't never be trying to hear that shit, bro.
I don't be trying to hear that shit.
You do have to win. Like, to me, if you want to be in the GOAT conversation, you have to win rings. If you want to be considered a legit all-time great, you got to win a ring.
You do.
You got to win a ring, bro. Like, straight up. You really do. I'm not even saying more than one. You got to win one ring, bro.
Listen. Before this championship, I heard people saying that Jokic and Shaq would be a wash. Like, they're even at this point.
Stop playing, bro. It's crazy to me, bro, that I feel like, man, I don't even want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I feel like in time, Shaq has become like the most underrated player of all time, bro.
It's crazy to see in real time.
Like, dead ass, bro. Like, I tell people all the time, bro, I say, if I was going to start a franchise and I had the number one overall pick, like how LeBron said he would pick LeBron number one, I think that's a very good pick. I'm sorry, bro. I'm picking Shaq. Shaq, bro. Shaq, to me, is easily the greatest player when it comes to who I would want to start my franchise around. Like, if I had Shaq, like, my second pick, I could go damn near anywhere with it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And that's why I think Shaq is a good one for sure. I would go with Tim because of just the same reason you said. I could put anybody around that.
Nah, bro, not Tim, bro. Think
you
about how
you put anybody around Tim.
Bro, Shaq did Tim Duncan dirty when he had David Robinson help him guard him. 2 7-footers, and both of them are great defensive players. Shaq was ragdolling both of them boys together, bro.
But how long that last?
Dog, Shaq had to be dominant as fuck for a decade, bro. Because he was dominant as fuck in Orlando. If he was dominant in Orlando, if he lost to Hakeem? Bruh, he took them boys to the finals and he was in his second or third year in the league, bruh. It's like, if I can get that version of Shaq and then he turned into his Shaq version or his Lakers version of Shaq, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Hell, he got me to the finals as skinny, athletic Shaq. I might get lucky and win with that. You feel what I'm saying? And then in Lakerland, you were saying you could replace Kobe with several people and they would have won the ring. So, and again, I disagree with that, but you're saying that because of how great Shaq was. Dog, the nigga was just unstoppable, bro.
Shaq was unstoppable.
And he shoots the easiest shots of all time. Dunks. And I'm sorry, bro. It ain't nothing nobody ever could do with that, bro. To me, the consensus answer for who you should pick in that should be Shaq, bro. And I think LeBron is a great answer. I do. But it's not a better answer than Shaq. And it's just because it ain't no off nights for strength and being 7 foot tall. It ain't no off night for that. It ain't, bro. It ain't no off night for I'm way bigger and stronger than you, bro.
Do you think that with the way today's game looks, building around Shaq or building around a center in general is the way to go?
If it's Shaq, yeah.
You think Shaq's game translates to
1,000%. 1,000%. Because the way that Shaq was getting to the rim, he wasn't like pushing you in a way that you can't back the people down today. If Shaq gets to the goal and he go up, and then the way that they was fouling Shaq, them gonna be flagrants. Them gonna be two in the ball. It won't matter that he can't shoot free throws because they finna get the ball. Motherfuckers hanging on Shaq and shit as he go up. If I can't beat on Shaq and I can't slap him across the head, nigga, I'm not gonna be able to stop him from getting to the goal, catching the ball, and just dunking. Like, he'll be more unstoppable in today's league to me. Who the fuck gonna guard him? You think fucking, like, they be playing Draymond Green at center and shit. Dog, you play Draymond Green at center, or even somebody like Joel Embiid, bro, somebody that's not ready to bang with Shaq, bro, Shaq will be unstoppable in any era to me, bro. That motherfucker the most unstoppable player of all time, bro. He really is, bro. He was unstoppable, bro. Like, there was finals where he was averaging 35, 38.
Yeah.
Like, playoff series where he's scoring 40 points.
That's an attribute that you got to give to Shaq, and it kind of like belongs to Shaq alone. Like, Shaq is in a class by himself when it comes to dominance. Like, there's a lot of other things you can say about other players, but as far as dominance goes, I don't know too many more players more dominant than Shaq.
Me either, bro. Like, no bullshit. Like, Shaq has scored 61 points in a game before, bro. Like, 61 points, bro. Like,
61 points off of dunks and putbacks is crazy.
Dog, off of dunks and putbacks, bro. Like, legit. Like, if we was looking at his box score, bro, I'm finna try to see if I can find his box score for this game, bro. You know he shot fucking, I just found it.
There's no way he made more than 10 free throws either.
He was 13 of 22 from the free throw line.
Okay, he made 13.
And listen to his shot percentage. This Jokic type shit. 24 of 35. Oh, and mind you, bro, nigga had 23 rebounds in this game. He had 61 points and 23 rebounds. Come on, bro.
Dominance.
Like, who else is there to pick? Who can do that? Tim Duncan cannot do that. LeBron cannot do that. Kobe cannot do that. Jordan cannot do that.
We just talk about building a team around.
And that's who I start with. I start with a nigga that can get 60 points and miss 10 shots.
Fair. Because I think a lot of things go into building around, and it's how much can you do for those around you. I don't see Shaq making anybody around him better. I think that you got to be as good as you are when you get with Shaq, because Shaq will handle the rest. But as far as guys who I know can buy in and be good around a player, that's the only reason why I'm going with Tim.
I don't think it's crazy. Tim Duncan is in the Hakeem Olajuwon conversation of being underrated. Like, I say it all the time. If people argue that Tim Duncan is the best player of that generation over Kobe, I don't have no problem with that. And I legitimately think Kobe is the GOAT. But I don't have no problem with that. Tim Duncan is that good to me, bro. Like, I don't think I have him in my top 10. I have to have him in my top 10, but I feel like I don't. So I need to revisit that. When I talked about a top 10 with no research beforehand, that would be something that made me say, that's what I missed. You know what I'm saying? Just blatantly. Yeah, I don't have Tim Duncan in my top 10, and I would definitely take Tim Duncan over, I'm sorry, a guy like Magic Johnson.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson to me is one of the most overrated players of all time.
Damn.
Like, no bullshit. Like
Niggas is not fucking with the Magic, man. That's crazy.
Bruh. When I get to talking about basketball talent, because you asked me, you thought you were setting me up. And I was like, oh no. He's one of the most blatant, does not have a shitload of basketball talent players ever, bro.
Bruh said, fuck Magic.
It's that he's 6'8" and he played on stacked teams. He was great. He just wasn't what people try to make him out to be. And I am sorry, he was not better than Larry Bird, bro. He wasn't. He wasn't, man. He wasn't, man. Larry Bird is one of the most ice cold players, bro. Like, I seen this motherfucker talk about he gonna shoot the ball left-handed in the game. Went out there and shot left-handed, and it looked exactly like how when he shoot right-handed.
Yeah.
Like, was on that, like, you got all, like, the Jordan stories that you got, you have Larry Bird stories where he'd be like, yo, he'd tell him in the game, like, I'm about to go right there, and then I'm gonna dribble this many times, I'm gonna shoot it right there in your face.
Yeah,
you know, like
Dominique Wilkins got one of the best Larry Bird stories of all time.
What he talked about?
He said when he was a rookie, I guess Larry Bird had already been in the league for a few years, so he was a fan. He was like, yeah, you know what, I fuck with your game and everything like that. And I think he looked at him and was like, I might have to give you 40 today, Rook.
No, I seen Larry Bird in an interview. He was like, it was probably like the third workout. He was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy for me to play in this league. I'm gonna dominate this league. His rookie year, bro. He was like, it was like the third off-season workout. He was like, I was wondering, you know, can I play in this league? And he was like, it was probably by the third practice. He said, I knew I could play in this league, and I knew it was easy in this league, and I would dominate this league. I'm like, he says shit that you got to have some balls to say and then go out there and back it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, there's no player ever that says shit in the NBA and backed it up like Larry Bird. And it's because he was that elite, bro.
Luka said the same shit, though.
Said what?
That he knew that he would be able to play in the league because it's harder to play Euro ball than it is NBA.
I give Luka that because he did say that, and Luka do back it up. He just don't back it up like Larry, but
yeah, he don't.
I
don't see Luka ever winning a championship.
Luka will never win a championship. Luka will never, ever, ever win a championship. Never, ever, ever. Him and Ja Morant will never win championships. Never.
Luka not a winner.
Luka's not a winner.
Okay.
No, and neither is Ja Morant. They're never, ever, ever going to win. If they was on the same team, they wouldn't win. They'll never, ever win. No bullshit.
So going back to Jokic, I guess you disagree that him and Shaq would be a wash for greatest center of all time.
Stop playing, bro.
Hey, I thought it was bullshit when I heard it myself.
Bro. Like, I give Joker so much credit. You heard me talk about he has out of this world basketball talent. Like, if Joker has a wide open three, bro, it really be like he make it every time.
It's as good as a layup.
Like, you really have to get out there and put a hand in his face. And then he makes difficult shots.
Yeah, I was about to say, put the hand in his face.
Yes, he passes it. He rebounds. Joker is awesome. And I had a hard time saying Joker was an all-time great center. Joker's an all-time great center, bro.
Yeah.
But Joker cannot fuck with Shaq, bro. He can't. And it's because Jamal Murray being hurt, it showed you how impactful Joker's game isn't with the right people are not around him. It showed you. Just like I said against the Lakers, he scores 0 points in 2 fourth quarters straight, and then Jamal Murray scores 18 points in one of those. I promise you, without ever looking it up, Shaq has never scored 0 points in a fourth quarter of a playoff game. I guarantee you, without ever looking it up, that he would have had to get hurt or something. If Shaq played, and when Shaq and them got swept by Hakeem and them, I guarantee you every fourth quarter of all 4 of those games, Shaq had at least 2 points. There will never be a time where Shaq is just done, shut out, and he don't look like himself, or he can just pass the ball and his teammates will win the game for him. No, bro. No, bro. No.
So how do you feel about people saying that Jokic is the best European player of all time?
Isn't Dirk a European player?
Yeah.
Do I feel comfortable saying Joker's better than Dirk? I don't.
That's pretty much what it comes down to. Do you?
I don't feel comfortable saying that.
Jokic better than Dirk?
I don't. I hate to say it, bro, but I don't. And it's because, honestly, Joker's Dirk's baby in a lot of ways.
I can see that.
In a lot of ways, he really is. But the reason that I don't say that he's better is because his numbers do not impact the game to me like people act like they do, bro. Because I've seen you put up these numbers and win MVPs back to back, bro. Like you, and I'm not saying that people don't need people, but you need Jamal Murray. All right, put it like this. The Nuggets need Jamal Murray as much as they need Joker to me.
Yes, they do. And they've proven it because Suns in 4 was the thing because they didn't have Jamal Murray.
Yes. And I feel like there's times where Dirk and Shaq won championships where they did not need their second best player as much as they needed them. You know what I'm saying? Especially like Shaq's first championship with Kobe. They definitely did not need Kobe as much as they needed Shaq, and it wasn't even close. And then when Dirk won his ring, I don't even know who their second best player was.
Jason Kidd, a 40-year-old Jason Kidd.
Did not need him. Like, I don't think it's crazy at all to say the Nuggets need Jamal Murray as much as they need Joker.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy. And I could honestly argue they need Jamal Murray more.
Yeah.
And it's because
Jokic.
And Jamal Murray facilitates the offense.
Yep, that too.
So I don't feel comfortable saying he's better than Dirk.
I don't.
Are his numbers better than Dirk? Yeah, they are. But would I rather have Dirk or Joker? If I'm starting a franchise, I'm taking Dirk.
Really?
I'm taking Dirk. I am. I'm taking Dirk. You can't say you don't think he's better than Dirk. And you wouldn't take him. You would take him over Dirk because the only way that Dirk is better than him is I prefer Dirk. Because if you look at the numbers, he's not better than him. But I also do factor in that Dirk is a power forward and he's a center. So I'm not going to look at his rebounds and shit and say, "Oh, that's why he's better than Dirk."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't either.
I just don't feel like he's better than Dirk, and it's hard for me to say that because you can argue that Joker's damn near better than anybody, but. When I watch him play, bro, I factor in watching a motherfucker play, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that means something, bro. That's why it's not as easy to argue like Jordan debates and Kobe debates with people that are young. You know what I'm saying? But then it's hard to argue it with people that's old because you loved Jordan when you was 13 and now you 40, so you've loved Jordan for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And these kids haven't loved LeBron for 30 years. They might have loved him for 10 or 20. You know what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers didn't love this thing for 30 years. So it's a catch-22 either way, but it's hard for me to say that Joker is better than Dirk, man.
It's hard for me to say that too, and I'm not gonna say that Jokic is better than Dirk. To be honest, since like talking about the best European, and I know people have been trying to flip this in a couple different ways. I think Giannis is better than Jokic.
Me too.
If we had to compare
I
careers,
definitely do.
If we had to
put
compare
a gun to my
careers,
head, bro, and you said who's better, Giannis or Joker? In your honest opinion, it's Giannis, and it's not even close to me, bro. It's not even close to me. So I hate that I'm probably disrespecting Joker, bro. I hate it. I'm just saying, when I watch them play and what I feel, bro, I feel like I can get more done with Giannis over Joker, bro. Like, if Giannis had Jamal Murray, he's winning the chip.
Yes.
Like, Giannis missed out on winning the chip because he didn't have Chris Middleton. I'm sorry, Jamal Murray is better than Chris Middleton.
Way better.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if a Giannis had, if you gave like Giannis a player like Kyrie and he played how he played in Cleveland, Giannis is winning the chip.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. I love to agree with you on that. I'm all the way with you on that. Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than Joker.
Okay. So we got that squared out of the way. Jokic is not the best European player.
No, bro. No. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not giving it to him.
I mean, neither.
I'm not giving it to him.
I'm glad we are on the same page on that. I'm not giving Joker
like,
the best.
That shit, like my favorite food. Now I don't gotta explain to you why I like it. Right. That's how I feel about that. I don't gotta explain it to you, but they better than him, dog. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. They better than him. Like I'm cool with saying like he better than like Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he better than AD. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, I'm good. But Dirk and Giannis are better than AD too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not saying it. I don't think he is. So I'm cool with that. I stand on it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is better than Joker. I'm sorry. I stand on that. To me, Giannis is the best player in the NBA.
Like we talk about how Jamal Murray was such a integral part of them winning that. I'm not gonna act like Drew wasn't, because Drew Holiday did play a big role he locked up Book when he needed to. But if we're talking about best second player, like the second best player on the team, I'm gonna take Jamal Murray over Drew Holiday. And then not only that, I watched Giannis put up a 50-piece in a closeout finals game.
Bruh, and was what? I want to say he is 17 free throw, like 17 of 19 from the free throw line that game. Yeah. Like, I seen Giannis go and get a championship. I seen Joker play be on a better team than the team he went against. Like, yes, Giannis winning got the champ. Now, you would literally have to go like on some like super team level shit to pick a player whose second player was better than Jamal Murray. Like you would have to go back to the bubble where the second best player was AD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like AD is better than Jamal Murray. But then you would have to get back to go past like, you know what I'm saying? Like Dwayne Wade and people like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Like Jamal Murray is like better than Pau Gasol.
Oh, for sure.
Like straight up. You feel what I'm saying? Like he has a very good wingman, and I'm not taking nothing away from them. They both cold, like they're a cold ass duo. That's why I think they finna have a dynasty. When I see the 128 and 126, I'm like, oh yeah, y'all finna have a dynasty because y'all boys together, y'all are cold motherfuckers. But if I had to say which one of y'all would be more successful alone, I'm picking Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray was on a different team and Joker was on a different team, like, I'm not saying that it's Jamal Murray team by himself and he out there being Giannis. I'm saying that if he was just in a different situation, what team do I think would win first? I would definitely pick Jamal Murray team.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, if Jamal Murray was on the Lakers and Joker was on the Celtics and the Lakers and the Celtics played this year, I would expect the Lakers to win.
Just because of Jamal Murray?
Yeah. If the Lakers had Jamal Murray, bro, them niggas would have been cold this year.
You got a lot of faith in Jamal Murray.
Jamal Murray the shit. Like I told you, to me, he a superstar, bro. And it's just because he can get busy on his own. He can score 18 points in a quarter, bro. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker that can score 20 points in a quarter in a Eastern Conference Finals or Western Conference Finals or the Finals, that don't grow on trees, bro.
You don't think it's easier for him to do that because Jokic is as good as he is?
Okay, it'll be easier for him to do that if he was on the team with AD and LeBron.
That's fair, but he's still on a team with other players that demand attention.
You're right. That's why I picked a team that has players that demand attention. And like I said, I would not say if you put him on a team by himself and you put Joker on a team by himself, Jamal Murray would have more success. No, Joker would have more success. Okay. But if that was in team environments, you know what I'm saying? To me, Joker would have to have a Kyrie type of guy that can literally create his own shot and get his own bucket. To me, Jamal Murray could just be on a team. Like if Jamal Murray was on the Heat, them niggas would be hard. Yeah. They wouldn't go 5.5 minutes without scoring. You feel what I'm saying? If Jamal Murray was on the Heat, they could win a championship easily. Mm-hmm. If y'all can get there without him and you add somebody like him and then you go play a team like the Nuggets without Jamal Murray, or you go play a team like the Lakers with AD that comes and goes, LeBron 38 years old, man, they could beat a team like that, bro. Like, I would believe in a team environment with Jamal Murray more than a team environment with Joker, unless he had a player like Jamal Murray that's like a Kyrie Irving type.
Okay.
You know, and that's also why I would like Jamal Murray on the Lakers to win a championship, because LeBron James needs a Kyrie Irving type of player too.
Yeah. And Jamal Murray is that. He's one of those.
Yeah, he's definitely that. Yeah, he's definitely that. Like, I would rather have Jamal Murray than Kyrie.
Me too.
Yeah. which is
For
insane.
a litany of reasons.
Yes. Most of them have nothing to do with basketball talent.
None of those have to do with basketball talent.
Yes.
This is just me not wanting Kyrie Irving on
no bullshit.
my team.
No doubt. Like, the only way it has to do with basketball is, like, I feel like Jamal Murray give a fuck about basketball more than Kyrie.
Right.
Like, that's the only way that it has anything to do with basketball for me. Like, yeah. I have a lot of faith in Jamal Murray, and I put him at a high regard.
And injury history. Jamal Murray came back from an injury that a lot of people don't.
Agreed. And he came back looking the same or better.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I do have a lot of eggs in the Jamal Murray basket, and I've had him for a while. Like, I really do believe in him, and I really do give him a lot of credit for them winning this championship. And I hate that it sounds that I'm taking away from Joker because of it, because I don't. Because I think Joker is great, and I think he's awesome. But like I said, like you said, you did show me what you will do if Jamal Murray's not there. You won't do much.
So if they running it back, every team is like, man, fuck it. We going back. We running it back, same team.
The Nuggets going to run it back to back.
Yeah, you think Nuggets is going back to back?
No doubt.
Okay.
No. The only way that the Nuggets don't win the championship next year is if injuries or something huge happens where somebody goes to a different team. Other than that, the Nuggets are running it back.
Okay.
And it's just because there's no real competition in the NBA right now like that, bro. Like, hell, dog, if LeBron was 30, he would be running off championship after championship after championship with the way that the NBA look right now. There is no super duper team. There is no team that even has that gut and that grit to make you feel like they're the top dogs and they're going to flex their muscle and make everybody else scared of them. Nope. The only thing that there is there's a team that's better than all the other teams, and that's the Nuggets, you know. But yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
I see
the Nuggets running them off. Yeah. It's crazy, bro, but there's nothing nobody can do about it. They deep. When their best player scores 0, you know, it's okay. They can still win. You know. There's no other team like that in the NBA. No other team their best player can score 0 in the fourth quarter and it's just A-okay, and they for sure going to still win. Name it. Name the team. Giannis scores 0, KD scores 0. If AD or LeBron scores 0 in the fourth quarter of an important game that's close, that team's going to lose. I mean, you know. Hell, we seen it with Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. If one of them didn't show up in the fourth quarter, they lost. They really need both of them to show up.
Yeah.
The Nuggets don't need that. They deep. They got a lot of selfless guys. They healthy. The West isn't too tough. You know. Yeah. There's nothing to stop them, bro. There's nothing to stop them. So, yeah. That's what I got. If we looked up the Vegas odds right now, I guarantee the Nuggets are a favorite to win the championship next year.
Probably. I could see that.
And remember, they weren't when we just looked not too long ago. The Celtics was. But now, today, this morning, this morning, they're going to be favored.
They won.
Yep. So, yeah, I don't love it, man. I don't love it.
Well, this is where we're at now. So, the Nuggets are NBA champions.
Yep.
For the first time, this is a franchise move. Like, this is a big deal.
Yeah.
The parade finna go crazy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, one thing I loved about the game last night, I saw Peyton Manning at the game. And I always think about how the Indianapolis coach just got rid of Peyton Manning to draft Andrew Luck. And then he went to Denver and he won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it's so funny that Peyton Manning is a Denver guy instead of an Indy guy.
Yeah.
He played for them for 4 years. He played in Indy for 10 to 14 years, something crazy like that. He's like, nah, y'all didn't want me, so I don't fuck with y'all no more. I'm a Denver guy.
Can you blame him?
Nope.
Denver probably show him mad love. He won them a championship.
You know they do. You know they do.
Dog.
You know they show him mad love. It's like not only did we get Peyton Manning, but he came here, showed up to 2 Super Bowls and won us one.
Right.
And then stayed around and showed us nothing but love and came and cheered for the Nuggets and shit. Like, they got to love him there. Yeah, he's got to be like God there, bro. Like, I can only imagine what it's like to be Peyton Manning, particularly in Denver, you know. Yeah.
Bro. They treating him lovely.
If you could trade places with any professional athlete, who would you choose?
Ooh, any professional athlete?
Yeah.
That's hard.
Retired or not?
I might have to go with Bron.
That's a good one, man. That's a good... you can GOAT case all you want. You could definitely, argue that LeBron has had the greatest life of all time. Like, all jokes aside, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, yeah. Man, I wasn't going to pick LeBron, but I picked LeBron.
I just don't know, like, because at the same time, I don't want anybody who's like super famous, and I know LeBron is super famous, but I would, if I could pick, it would be someone who I know they bred it up.
Yeah,
they don't have no issues in the media, like they're loved by everybody. But at the same time, they could just kind of chill when they want to chill. And I don't really know an athlete like that, so I just say LeBron by default.
I feel that. I was thinking Shaq.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. But I changed my mind and I picked LeBron, man.
I like Shaq.
It's just, yeah, Shaq is definitely good. It's because Shaq has his hands in so many things.
Everything, bro.
Yeah, man. Like,
he got all the Shaq, commercials.
Yes, bro. He does, man. Like, Shaq is definitely not a bad one. And then Shaq still has a 9 to 5. He worked inside the TNT shit. You know, and they getting breaded up. And to me, they have the best job in the world. Yeah, inside the NBA guys on TNT.
That's why them boys ain't quitting. They got contracts all the way till they 80 years old. Like
and they keep re-upping them joints, bro. Every time they come around.
You know
they got the best job. The bag gotta be good. Like, I would say minimum all them cats make $5 million a year. And I think they make more than that. I think they make like 10.
Yeah. But and you gotta think when they was playing, like outside of Shaq, who probably saw his like major career. You said who?
Yes, they're making more now. Like Barkley and Kenny Smith,
seeing $5 million per contract on the Houston Rockets.
He was not, bro. Not a year, bro. He was not making $5 a year on the Houston Rockets. No, bro.
It just didn't.
And then on top of that, it gives them. It's like a walking commercial for them.
Yeah,
you know, like Shannon Sharpe was even saying that more people know him from Undisputed than when he played. And I'm like, of course, you on TV every day, and these dudes on TV after every like game to come on TNT.
Yeah. I learned about Shannon Sharpe's resume through Undisputed because he used to have to defend himself so much.
Yes. Man, did we ever talk about Shannon Sharpe leaving Undisputed?
I think we hinted at it, but we didn't talk about too much.
Where would you like for Shannon Sharpe to go after leaving Undisputed?
People are going to hate this, but I think he had a good thing with Skip.
Oh my God, bro. I say this all the time. Go ahead, bro.
I think he had a good thing with Skip. That dynamic worked. It was kind of like, I don't want to see him with anybody else. I don't know who else I could watch Shannon Sharpe argue with for an hour and change with other than Skip Bayless. And I like Club Shay Shay. Like, I like Shannon Sharpe as a journalist. I like him doing his thing. But when it comes to like these sports shows, I think he had a good thing with Skip, and I don't see who can replace Skip. And then Skip's side, I don't see who can replace Shannon. I saw something where they were like Nick Wright could be considered to be somebody for Undisputed, and I would hate watching that. So like I just don't know.
My brother, my guy. I couldn't be happier with your answer, bro. When I'm talking about the inside the NBA guys, bro, no, bro. Shannon Sharpe has the best job in the world to me, bro. Like the inside the NBA guys, I give them that because they don't have to work every day. Yeah. So I'll give them that. And when basketball season's not on, they don't have to work. But in Shannon Sharpe's case, bro, he became so famous from Undisputed. It's like something that's a part of like sports culture. Him and Skip are perfect together. Like, I hate this for both of them.
Yeah.
I like Club Shay Shay and I like Skip's solo podcast, but I don't religiously watch neither one of them. Mm-mm. I don't, bro. I like when I have times where I'm focusing on something in my life, bro, and I'll be like, I'm not watching TV, I'm not playing video games. When I go to sleep, I like to have the TV on. So it's like, I'm not watching TV, but when I go to sleep, I might only get 10 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes of TV before I go to sleep. I'm going to spend that 10 minutes watching Undisputed. Undisputed is the only show that I actually watch, right? Like on my Twitter headline right now, it's Skip and Shannon. In the middle, it's Kobe Bryant. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, I like sports and I like Kobe Bryant. And I look at these two, man, and I say, y'all have a good thing going here. I understand that y'all might butt heads and y'all might do this or y'all might do this or you might feel disrespected or you might feel any kind of way. But I don't see you leaving this situation for a better situation. And I don't see it being a better situation for Skip when you leave. I don't like it for either one of y'all, bruh. I truly don't like it. And I really feel that I can only describe it as, man, y'all had a good thing here, man.
That's the only thing I can come back to. Like, they had a good thing, both of them.
Like, I don't watch Sports Center. I watch Colin Cowherd's show now, and I do all of that. Like, I have my celebrity crush is Joy Taylor, and all of that is because Undisputed comes on FS1, bro. Like, I would not know who Joy Taylor or Colin Cowherd were, bro, if Skip and Shannon didn't crack me the fuck up on Fox Sports 1 Undisputed. Like, I don't love this at all. And I feel like me and you are the only ones that are saying it. Everybody else is like, yeah, Shannon should get rid of Skip. And then people are like, yeah, Skip should do it with someone else because I can't even understand what Shannon's saying half the time. And I'm just like, I feel like y'all didn't watch the show anyway. Right. The people who watched the show, I'm sorry, bro. I wanted to stay exactly how it is. I always respect somebody when they want to move on and do their own thing and all that. But if I was going to describe it, if I was going to name this episode something, it would be, y'all had a good thing here. Like, straight up. That's how I feel about it, man. I don't love it.
So I don't know where it goes from here. I don't know what their next move is. I don't see it. Because you were talking about the other shows. I don't watch Colin Cowherd's show. I really don't care for a lot of the sports journalist shows.
Me either.
I would go and read an article somebody posted out before I watch one of these shows.
That.
And
I get that.
First Take was cool. I fuck with First Take because I fuck with Stephen A. I
thought I liked Stephen A. Smith. I thought I liked Stephen A. Smith until him and Skip weren't together anymore.
Right.
And I was like, man, I don't enjoy Stephen A. Smith. And then I started watching Undisputed. But anyway, go on.
That's the same thing. Like, I fucked with First Take because, like, I fuck with Stephen A. But then I realized that I like the dynamic of that show, which was why I could even get into it. Once First Take started, having a bunch of guests on and random Kendrick Perkins and JJ Redick started coming on, Jay Williams. I don't want to hear from them niggas, man.
I don't. Bro.
I do not want to hear from them.
I don't. And I like JJ Redick's podcast. I can listen to his podcast all day. I don't want to see you on First Take.
I don't want to see him on First Take. So it was like once Skip wasn't in that dynamic anymore, it just didn't seem like it worked.
I thought I hated Skip. I thought I hated Skip.
I thought I hated Skip too.
Straight up. And then I was just like, man, people don't give Skip the credit for how funny he is.
I fucked with Skip more after Undisputed started.
Me too, because I realized he was the reason that I was really watching First Take.
Yep.
And I even feel like I watch Undisputed because of Shannon. I feel that same way, but I feel like I'm going to learn that I watched it because of Skip.
That's exactly the case for me.
But in my heart, I'm saying I'm not going to enjoy Skip as much without Shannon. So I hope I'm wrong. But in my heart, bro, I'm not going to be that interested in what neither one of them do next, bro. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm interested in what both of them do, but I don't feel it, bro.
I don't see it.
I don't love it, man.
And not even like neither one of them can do their thing on their own. Because like we both said, like their individual projects are good. Like their podcasts.
Yes, they're good. Yeah, I seen fucking Dwayne Wade on Club Shay Shay yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And I started laughing. I said, after he stopped fucking with Skip, he gonna be able to get LeBron on that bitch. But even Club Shay Shay is owned by Fox.
Okay, yeah.
Fox owns Club Shay Shay. So it's like, that ain't even gonna exist no more. If you're not leaving Undisputed, you're leaving FS1.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't love none of it, bro. Yes, bro. I've been watching Undisputed since day one, bro. Like, no bullshit. So, I don't know, man. I don't love it. But we got to get up out of here. I'm happy that the NBA Finals is over. The next thing that I contact you about will be to make a video about something that we just wanted to debate, that we wanted to discuss, to where we'll even sit here. I want to already have our statistics and shit out. But to where if we got to sit here and look something up and have a 10-minute pause to look something up, we're going to do it.
I'm going to be on Basketball Reference for that.
Yeah, I want to get it right. I want to have the good debates. I want to have some people in here to go over the debates. I want to put them out and respond to people's comments about the debates. Like, so that's what I want to focus on until football starts or until we get some football news. And then we might do like a weekly news update on what's going on. But I want to focus on making them who's the this conversations and what happened to the top 10 NBA draft picks from the 2018 class. I want to start making them kind of videos.
Okay.
All right, man. Congratulations to the Nuggets. Miami Heat. I hate y'all, man.
Boo boo.
Even though I love y'all, man. But we up out of here, man.
Deuces.
Deuces.